22nd of May and it's snowing.
You're John. I'm Dave.
It's a nice and sunny day.
Muhammad Ali.
He's got a heart made of yellow barley straw.
Here we have the northwestern silver spot. It's a species of greater fertility, and he sure has the silver spots on the underside. He must be lapping up some sweat here. See, he's got his tongue out, and he's lapping on my skin there. He must be getting a little bit of sweat. He's feeding right there in my hand. He's dabbing away with his long tongue. They like that. Once they get tame enough to taste it, that salty sweat is what they like. He's reluctant to leave. He's busy feeding. See this fritillary case? He doesn't want to leave my hands. He's feeding on my sweat. He's got his tongue out. See?
Right. Oh,
He's
wow.
dabbing away there.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to leave. He's feeding on the sweat.
And what have you got there?
See the tongue? The
Northwest
silver spot.
Yeah, he's dabbing away there, getting what moisture he can of sweat. They like that salty sweat. Now, when he was a caterpillar, his mouth had a chewing jaw like a grasshopper for chewing up stuff, but his mouth's entirely changed while he was in the chrysalis, and he comes out with a sucking mouth. Oh.
That
He knows birds and butterflies.
birds and butterflies.
And
He's
moths.
amazing.
They were out with their nets here just recently, just last week.
When they come for you, then that North, watch out.
Yeah. Because you probably wouldn't be able to outrun Ron. When they say when he's got a net in the hand and he sees prey that he's just a
He's dynamite.
greased lightning. Yeah.
Houston, Stewart.
Yeah. But
Well,
birds are different than
He's
butterflies.
into big birds.
Birds are different than butterflies.
What was
So.
that?
Turkey vultures he's into.
Yeah.
And hawks. Oh, yeah, hawks.
But you
Manly-
sure don't see butterflies like you used
Manly,
to.
what was his last name?
Manly Callan.
He knew.
Callan.
birds.
He knew he was a
Manly
bird.
Callan.
Manly
He was a
Callan
bird.
and Jack Lowe. And Jack Lowe knows birds.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
We had a
He
hawk in our
definitely
backyard
remembers.
the other day. I looked it up in the book. Sharp-tailed hawk?
Mm-hmm.
He was after the other birds. Well, I was surprised to
Little
see him in
fella?
town.
Little fella.
I'm Shane Stuke, and these are my chickens. And that's it from the chickens for today.
Well, the grass and everything's wet, but I got the right equipment on my feet. My cowboy boots. Not really. Well, all over North America, and especially in Canada, United States, and Mexico, they do this butterfly count. And it's within a 7.5 mile radius of a central point, the same area that's covered by Christmas bird counts. And it is to tell when, as you do it year by year in the same locality, it shows what species are increasing or decreasing, so it helps to keep track on how things are getting along, whether anything's becoming scarce or anything's becoming plentiful. It gives a better idea.
Is it something?
No, you've got a butterfly. Wait, no, don't just leave it. It's a western-tailed blue.
Wonderful.
This is the western-tailed blue. He's chalk white underneath. There he goes. And he's quite purplish on top, on the upper side. That's the western-tailed blue. First butterfly of the day.
The western tail.
Good.
Great.
Here it is. Here's the picture of it. Right there. Isn't that cool? So we saw the white.
Where did you find him?
It
Where
was just down in here.
just perched on a leaf?
Yeah.
Well, great. Terrific. Well, with all these sets of eyes and different nets, it all helps. Especially these young eyes, they're very sharp. They can see a lot of things that the older eyes might miss.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one.
Yes, that is
Girls, come back.
the northern crescent.
Oh, look at here.
Yes, the northern crescent.
Look here.
And if you look close enough, you could see that his antennal clubs are orange, which is how you tell the difference between him and the tawny crescent, or one of the ways.
Or how can you tell whether they're male or female?
Well, in this species, there's some yellow bands on the female. And this one is all the same clear orange marked with black on the male. Are you grandchildren or great-grandchildren of Ralph Stuke? Great-grandchildren of Ralph Stuke. I met Ralph Stuke way back in the 1950s. I found your great-grandfather a very interesting man, and he was a very famous naturalist, was working with birds and animals. And of course, his collection of birds and mounted animals are in Abernethy Museum, and I'm sure you'll go there sometimes and see your great-grandfather's work. Well, sure good you girls could come.
I thought I saw a little blue spot.
You notice the enlargements on the antennae on the end?
Yeah.
Those are called clubs. And that's how you know the difference between a butterfly and a moth. A moth never has those enlargements on the end of his antennae, those antennal clubs. A moth may have quite a variety of different kinds of antennae, but they always come to a point on the end, never with a club on the end of the antenna.
That's very neat.
Okay,
That's a butterfly! It's a butterfly! Amanda! Did you get it? I don't know, I think so. But I think it went into the grass. It's blue.
You got him?
That's a greenish blue.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because
Look at
it's
his
green
little-
and
look at
blue.
his
It's
little
bluish.
spots.
Yeah, on the upper side,
wings?
it's kind of a greenish shade. Yeah,
And it likes you.
it's a greenish blue. The other blue that we had was whitish underneath too, but it had little hair-like tails. It was the western tail blue. And I saw a white admiral fly by also.
You saw a white admiral?
Yeah, it came out of the bush here and flew across the meadow.
Great.
Look at that sky, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that something?
Good, it missed it.
You guys see the lightning?
Good. Come on, up. What was the other one? A silvery blue? No, Melissa
doesn't have the
orange band.
And this one, he's got too many dots.
But he's got an orange band too.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the silvery blue? It's probably under S. Should put all the blues together, but oh, silvery blue. There, nice neat. That'll be him.
Yeah,
nice neat row of
Yep.
dots.
that's what
Okay,
he is.
silvery blue. Okay,
What have you got, Keith?
a silvery blue.
Oh, good. Every few years we find something that's new to Saskatchewan. It's found elsewhere, but we didn't have a record of it in Saskatchewan before. The last new one we found for Saskatchewan was the harvester butterfly that I found in Duck Mountain Park about 3 years ago. It's native to eastern North America and ranges west of Manitoba, and we found it ranges right into Duck Mountains of Saskatchewan as well.
I don't know if it's a moth or if it's a...
No, it's a butterfly. That is Garita skipper.
Which one?
Garita
Garita?
skipper. Yeah. Yeah. Garita. Garita. Yeah, Garita skipper. We had one over in that other area, so this is our second one today.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna have a fight on his hands. His holes are showing off. Shameless hussy has to swing her tail so enticingly. It's just going to cause troubles. I think he figures there's more cows on his side.
Are we in trouble?
No. He's losing his harem over there. He's got to get back to it.
We live just a few miles southwest of here on a dairy farm, and we're just getting some pickets in on this hill. Normally we use our post pounder, but we can't get the post pounder on this hill, so we're having to
do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, so we're using the bar and then soaking the holes with water and just pounding them in with the maul. This is how we used to always do it. Mainly Dad did it this way before we had our post pounder, and we pasture a lot of our cattle, so need a lot of fence to keep up, I guess.
It's just a maintenance thing. It can be done all the time. It's when you want to let the cows out.
If you want to keep your neighbors happy, you keep good fence.
Yeah. And that's a full job.
Yeah. That's good enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's going.
That one went pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
Boo's green snake.
I
There are some things I...
Smooth. What did I read about?
Really smooth.
Hidden.
Such a tiny head.
It's really pretty. Hey, is that a snake?
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, can I hold him? Oh, relax. I'm not going to hold his head. Oh, it's getting so
Yeah,
biting.
okay.
Let me go free. Holy cow, it's fast.
I don't know, I've always been interested in butterflies, and I've only been able to recognize 2 or 3, off the hat. But all the others, you see them, but you really don't know what, until you get somebody like Mr. Hooper who can actually tell you what they are. Pictures really don't show you until somebody actually shows you the markings.
Northern crescent. Where's the tawny crescent? He's over here. He has that cream-colored band. Right there's a tawny crescent. Shouldn't have to catch him, just have a good look at him. Northwestern silver spot. You can talk and holler all you want as you approach him, you won't scare him. It's just got to move slow and careful, and it's the fast movement that scares them. They see better than they can hear. Oh, there's a little dark fellow. That could be the roadside skipper. Now, where did he go? In this environment, I would suspect the roadside skipper.
Oh, there.
Oh, that's a fritillary.
Yeah, what kind?
Yeah, up. Up. I think it's a northwestern silver spot. You had him, you just should have turned your net. I got him.
You got him? Good.
Yeah. That's the western-tailed blue.
Western-tailed blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the little hair-like tails sticking up from the hind wing. That's why it's called a tailed blue. He's purple above.
Good, good.
I'm pretty sure this has got the long dash. Come around here.
Yeah, long dash.
Great. Look at that. Yeah, you can see the dash. See the dash?
Long, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
There.
It's an additional one for our count this year. We found one last year. We normally get 1 or 2.
It's just my casting ability.
Okay. I get a better look at in the open. So you've got orange tips on the antennal clubs. So it's got to be either a northern crescent or a pearl crescent. It's not a tawny crescent. And open up, young man. Okay. It's a male northern crescent. These 2 black lines don't quite join right across. Probably coyote dung.
Yeah. White Admiral's 10?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd count all of them. When they glide like that with their wings at 3/4, that's their typical flight. The other butterflies don't do that. Have you all seen the bumblebee scarab beetle? It looks like a bee, but it's a scarab beetle. It's got no stinger. He's kind of fuzzy. You find them mostly on roses.
just a wonderful day. What else can you do that you go out, you just spend all day walking around in nature, you know, just doing something that's fun.
Hi, I'm John. And I'm Dave. We're the Hardware Guys.
We sleep with our window open every night. Even in the winter, we leave it open a half an inch just to, give it some fresh air. And but when springtime comes, it seems that before the sun even gets up, the birds start. And the other morning, it was so funny. I got up. It was around 4 o'clock, and Carolyn was already up. And I says, "Holy mackerel!" I said, "Any more birds? It seems like we feel like we're sleeping in the Amazon." Like it was that. Like there was birds and squirrels. And, it's beautiful. Like you wonder what they're all getting so excited about. Is one must wake up and tell the other ones, "Hey, get up!" and go wake the squirrel up and go wake the. But within about an hour and a half, it calms right down again. By 6 o'clock, it's quieter. So they must be all up bathing or doing what they're doing. Whatever they do when they first get up, I don't know.
And for those first 5 minutes when all the birds are doing that, I really, really enjoy life.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, I'm happy to wake up today.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
If the birds can get up and they can chirp, then we can, and be happy, then we should do the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bye.
Breaking the fast. For all we are about to receive, we offer thanks. Coffee, the color of a New Orleans woman, sweet and bitter all at once, scolding the temperate tongue, the acquiescence of eggs as they bend their shape to the coaxing of the spatula. The sacrifice of bacon, spitting its contempt as it yields its secrets to the agony of the griddle, the complacency of toast, fat and warm as a baba, crusty yet tender, the dignity of butter, girdled in its virginal bed of ice, the serenity and innocence of cream. Gratitude, yes, that and the acquisitiveness of the heart. Its channels weighted with the fat of kindness.
Nice and sunny out today. Things are turning green now, so I think it's here.